Hi guys, I know you can't see me, so let me brighten it up a little bit with this options torch on. I don't know if it's on or not, but yeah. I understand you can't see me, but I can't go inside. Right now, I've had enough of being upset about this situation and enough of explaining it to people that don't really understand how I feel. So I know this video is going to be like really shitty, and I know it's going to be not very good, but I've got bad news. For those of you who don't know, one of my idols passed away, as well as my step granddad. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to do, and I've had to postpone the Lion King video. One of my dad's already, so I was already upset about that. But now I have to postpone it even a little bit more, so I can make a video about one of my childhood heroes and explain to you what I'm going to be doing. I've already made a post about it on my Facebook, so you can check that out. But I'm just fed up with grieving about it. I'm at a loss for words. I've fallen out with one of my friends right now because of it. He was being disrespectful to me because I may have not known this individual because he was a famous actor, but when I was a kid I didn't really have many idols to look up to. So I looked up to him since he was on one of the programs I watched a lot, and he was also around my age. He's passed away. There's nothing we can do about it. We have to learn to move on. Otherwise, we'll never forgive ourselves for grieving, because I like to think that they wouldn't want us to grieve. I think grieving is definitely a part of getting over it, but I also think you shouldn't grieve too much. So, I'm just going to upload this video real quick. I have not cried. The only reason I haven't is because I've been trying to take my mind off of it, and to be honest, I've been upset recently. I've been too upset about too many other things that I can't get any tears out. I have 0 left. So you guys are just gonna have to bear with me a second. My condolences to the family of Cameron Boyce. He's the one that died, and he will live in our hearts forever. He was an absolute legend on programs when I was growing up, like Jesse and all that. Like, if you actually knew my childhood and knew me, you'd understand why I'm upset. I basically grew up with these programs, and I also grew up watching him. But the thing is, when someone you care about dies, even if you don't know them, it's tragic, especially the way he went. I'm not going to talk much about it out of respect for his family, but I suffer from the same condition he did that caused his death. And this has made me realise that I was being self-centered a year ago when I had the opportunity to donate blood. And I didn't, because I'm scared of needles.
Where is he walking? To the cricket club or to home?
So, I'm just going to be quick. My condolences to the family for the grieving.
Okay, you're coming back to the cricket club, yeah?
Remember, a piece of him is always with us. That's another reason why I haven't been grieving. The way I look at things, I always focus on the positive when people die. Sometimes it feels like there's no positive, but trust me, you've just got to look deep in your heart and find it. Otherwise, we'll be grieving for much longer than we have to. And to his co-workers at the Descendants 3, where he was working as Carlos, the son of Cruella de Vil, his co-workers were like his on-set family. They were very good friends, and I've condolences to Dove Cameron, Jenna and McLean, and all of those guys, BB Stewart, Sophia Carson. They all deserve the utmost respect for the grief they are going through. Cameron believed... the only reason I know this is because, well, I kind of looked it up. Dedicated videos. I looked up dedicated videos to be more accurate. And I found this out about him. And he was such a good kid, and this was long before I found out he was dead. Dedication videos towards his talent, and he was he was really into our planet. He cared for everyone. He was a loving person, a loving soul that gave to charity. He deserved much longer on this planet than I do. Hell, I'd give up my remaining life for him. And I know this seems ridiculous, but if he truly was like that, then I would. Because he seemed like he was caring. He was a great dancer. He was an even more talented actor. And I think it's time we all took a deep breath. I remember all the good things that Cameron has done, all the good times he has had with his family, his co-workers, his best friends. And a shout out to everyone on my channel for supporting me, because I am through with this. I'm through with YouTube for a little bit. I will be uploading videos, but I'll be doing it a lot less to focus on studies and to also focus on what I'm going to do next with my life. Cameron, he always... Seeing on TV, it cheered me up when I was down, and I can't do this. It's way too painful. But the point is, guys, don't take life for granted. Because some great people like Cameron are out there and they don't get to live as long as you. And they're not even as good. So my respect to his family. My condolences to them. I hope they pass through the pain and they can move on, just like many other people have in the past, with many other deaths that are by far nearly as tragic. Like Christina Grimmie's death, may I speak her name. I speak her name. All these people that I looked up to have died, and I can't help but feel anger at the first thing, and then sadness, and then the sadness that I can't get out, and then finally happiness and at peace with myself, because I know that's not the end of the world. Somebody died, but it could have been a lot worse. I don't think I'm worthy to speak Cameron's name because he was a better person than me. Same goes for Christina Grimmie. When I found out that Christina died, I did not know that the guy that killed her, so to speak, because she also inspired me with my singing, died as well. In that one particular incident, my head was, until a year later when I found out he died in that incident as well, my head was filled with pain, agony, and overwhelmed with anger and revenge. Now, that may not mean anything to anyone, but it means something to people that know me, because they know I can be like. But I'd like to dedicate this video and my next video I'm going to make to Cameron Boyce and his family. May he rest in peace. See you guys. See you later.